Hey, good afternoon, Automotive Aftermarket Tribe. It's Carm Capriato. It is 12 noon East Coast time. So good to have you here at the place we call aftermarketweekly.com. It's a most unique automotive aftermarket resource. And we're live from the Remarkable Results Radio podcast studio. And I have to tell you, fun, 25 minutes or less. We hope we can always do it in that kind of time frame. Lots of great stuff we're going to talk about today. Don't forget, aftermarketweekly.com is the website, and you can watch us live there, or you could also watch us on Remarkable Results /live. That's where you can also see the Town Hall Academy. Hey, we've got a great guest host today. I want to tell you who is here. It is going to be Jamie Carlson from Ervine Repair in Grand Rapids Hybrids. Yes, Jamie is in the house. Welcome, Jamie. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Oh, Jamie is here. Good to have you, Jamie. How's Eric?
Doing well. He's out working on the leaves in the yard.
Yeah, Eric. I interviewed Eric a long time ago, husband, and then of course Jamie came into the picture. And a really cool thing about Jamie, everyone, so that you know. Oh, Megan is already saying hi, Mom.
Hi, Meg.
Jamie was the honoree from the Woman in Auto Care, the Female Shop Owner of the Year, and we did a great episode. Let's put up that picture, Rick, of that episode that I did with. There it is. There it is. See the left side there, the 2019 honorees. You were with Jennifer Mahar and Cindy Frasca, and we did that. We did that episode at Apex. That's when we could actually be at Apex.
Yeah, we just spent virtual Apex in Key West. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't the same.
Cool. I get it. How neat to be able to hang out in Key West. Did you watch actually any of the Apex virtual?
Absolutely.
Apex? Good for you. Good for you. It wasn't all party, huh?
No. And actually, when you go with your automotive bestie and you sit there and we kind of have geek talk about work stuff.
Can't imagine. Anyway, you were also in a great podcast, 577. So Jamie is she's a veteran here of the podcast. By the way, here's the agenda for today, everyone. We're going to talk about the Google tool. And that's going to be, of course, a topic that Jamie's going to cover. We're also going to talk about extreme networking. Fortune. We'll have your fortune here for you today. Your perfect fortune for the day. We're going to do a shop tour and trivia. Our shop tour is going to be with Ashley McCabe from University Place, Washington, and McCabes Automotive Specialist. And she's here in the green room ready to come on. And there's a beautiful picture of her shop. And don't forget, if you've just stumbled upon us for the first time, you can see all the archived episodes at aftermarketweekly.com. You can binge on them like you would do with a great Netflix series. And we talk about a bunch of great stuff. It has been so much fun to produce this show. One of the things that we do is we do a trivia thing. And here's today's trivia for you all. Who is the French bicycle racer who went on to manufacture porcelain spark plugs? His name endures within the brands of two popular spark plugs. Hey, if you're hanging out with us on social media, let me see. We've already got, hey, Greg Buckley is here. Hey, I got a secret about Greg Buckley. Yeah, here's the secret. He's going to be my guest host next week. I think I'm right about that. Next week. Great to see you. Put in your name, put in your city, give us a like, and give props to my friend Jamie. Hey, what went on this week, just to let you know quickly, is we had two really great episodes. Last Friday was all about becoming a big league service advisor. I got Steve Shaw, who is the dealership service advisor trainer. He does it for the dealerships. And I wanted to find out what he would have to say and how he could share it for the aftermarket. And today, Jerry Frank went out with this great 4-way to generate income using ESBI. Robert Keogh, Tara, it's about cash flow management in these quadrants. It is all about entrepreneurialism and investing. I think you're going to absolutely love it. Please give it your listen. Hey, Jamie, good to have you here.
Thanks for
So
having me.
let's jump into this thing about the power of Google, and as I guess it's a favorite tool of yours.
It certainly is. I think for us, it's even more of a dating service that people who find us and read our Google reviews, the good and the not so flattering, are the people that are most likely to be satisfied with the type of service we offer. Our Google Places page, shows pictures of our shop. It's not a brand new shop, but it's clean. It's tastefully decorated. There's a fleet of loaner cars, and I kind of think when people have read the reviews and they come in, it's kind of what they see is what they get, and it usually works out pretty well. And
So you believe that if you were looking for anything, even a boyfriend or a husband or a girlfriend or a wife, you would go to Google.
I would, because I also think their integrity is above some of the others that we do not participate with. You could make up a couple Google reviews, but you can tell if people have done that. We have never tried to have one removed, but you can't. They don't, and I guess if it's slanderous, maybe you can. And I actually kind of did meet a husband that way. Eric was a referral before Google, way before Google.
Wait a minute. Eric was a referral?
He was a referral. We went on a blind date, and people kind of knew both of us. And it's been a few years, and he's still one of my favorite people.
Is Google helping you with referrals?
Absolutely. We probably get, I don't know, if a third of our new customers each month from Google. Sometimes people will just say that, I think they just say, I saw you on Google, and maybe somebody else referred them. But I just think if your presence there is accurate, you're just going to get a better match. People who have not been happy with us usually have not spent any money with us, and they're mad because we're not going to let them bring in their own parts, or we won't charge what some internet part costs. That's okay if people who are like-minded with them don't want to come to us, because they probably wouldn't be happy with us, and we probably wouldn't be that into them either.
Boy, you just brought up a hell of a can of worms. I'd love to stop what we're doing right now and start talking about this internet pricing thing that you just brought up. Oh my, but we don't, it's not in our plans today. But that's what this show is all about. I mean, maybe what we should do one day is just not even have an agenda and, let the audience pick the topic. Who knows? But that's important. So if you don't have your Google business page, you're making a big mistake.
Well, absolutely. That's free.
Yeah, that is free. Do you add a lot? Do you keep it updated?
Yes, Megan stays on top of that, and we actually started working with someone else who even gave her some more tips. There's Google changes their algorithm all the time, so you have to have somebody that knows what's going on and can tell you what personal touches to put on it and maybe manage it somewhat as well.
So you sent me an email, and it said, "Hey, Carm, scan the words in Google: professionalism, punctuality, quality, and value." Do you make sure that your website's connected to those keywords?
Well, and when I sent that, that's actually, if you just kind of zip down our Google reviews, Google highlights some words, and that's what kept coming up over and over, like what they took out. And I thought, well, I'm pretty pleased with that. That's what I want people to think about us.
I see. So you're using what the reviews from your customers as a barometer to you that you're doing everything right. And if
some things right.
Well, I don't think you can please everybody. I don't think you can please everybody. I just think that's the way it is. Well, thank you for telling us all about Google, the powerful world of Google. Thank you for that. Jamie is going to do another segment here on networking. She is so passionate about networking. This Friday, coming up in the Academy Live, we're going to be doing a very interesting Town Hall Academy on four-corner, four-wall inspections. Now, I think many of you know Seth Thorson. His operations manager, Daniel Gravely, I think Seth is putting up his third store. They're a really big believer in getting in every corner of the building, inside and out, and inspecting what they expect from their people, the cleanliness, the organization of the facility. We're still working out the details if we're going to actually get ourselves a walking inspection. And if we can't, at least you'll have a lot of the methods and the operational things that go along with what they do. So please join us live if you can this Friday. And don't forget, every episode that we put out, we repurpose. As this Thursday in 2 days, you're going to see a great episode. If you missed it, Repurpose Thursday, electric vehicles, the future unfolds. In fact, Greg is hanging out with us, and Greg was with us last week, and he had some great input. And I want to tell you something. There was one huge takeaway that came out of this episode. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to either go watch it or listen to it and learn about it. But it has something to do with a hybrid. And in fact, Jamie, you guys are a hybrid specialist out there in Grand Rapids.
Yes, we are.
And
hybrids and EVs.
Yeah, and you've been that for a bunch of years now.
I think between 6 and 8 years.
Yeah, okay. And so you would think Grand Rapids, and you would not think anything but GM, Ford, or Chrysler, right?
I bet you half of what we work on is Toyota Priuses.
And it's because you specialized it and you put that one shingle up. That was a big takeaway, by the way. That takeaway was about last week. Don't put up, you could put up a hybrid shingle, but it should say we work on Priuses, because that's the car. That's what matters.
Well, that's the 800-pound gorilla. Yeah.
Exactly.
And they, if you don't mind driving a Prius, if you like a Prius, it's nice. We feel confident in recommending them to people because they are such fantastic, reliable vehicles.
Well, great. Thanks for filling in the blanks there. Let's talk about networking. You're passionate about that.
When you said that, I thought, no, I'm a reluctant networker. Like when they'd say, okay, this is going to start at noon, show up at 11:45 for networking. I'd show up at 11:59. I am not good at small talk. It intimidated me. But over the last couple of years, it has been so instrumental in transforming our business. So I'm trying to get better at it. Megan and I went to Women in Auto Care, and we met the master of networking, Kim Auernheimer. And that just continued a chain of events that ended up in us being in a smart group where that's small networking, but it is having to be so much more open and transparent with people. And you certainly get what you give. If you're honest and you put things out there and you're transparent, you get that back, and you just get so much knowledge and so much help. And I have people all over the country that I can call now with maybe an embarrassing problem or something I wouldn't want to share with competitors before, or local competitors. And it's like, you just know that's how we all help each other. And it's been phenomenal, and I'm going to try and grow at it a little bit more.
And what was your reluctance or wanting to always show up late? Did you have some kind of blockage?
Yeah, I think a little bit of anxiety. Nobody would think that I am shy. And if I have a customer come in, I can talk to them, ask them about their car. It's kind of like if it's about me, or I don't know. I would avoid people in the store if I see them. Because I felt the exchange would be, hi, how are you? Good. How are you? Okay, goodbye.
So the secret of getting this networking to really work, believe you me, the most successful shop owners that I know get the networking piece, and it changed their world. I mean, there's a lot of things that ultimately change you from being, the entrepreneur or the technician moving into CEO of your business. A lot of things, but networking, you gotta give it a shot, and you gotta tough through it. I think that's what you're saying.
Yes.
But do you find that when you get into the right peer group that they embrace you?
Absolutely. And I mean, it's a two-way street, and maybe that's because of what we all have in common. It has just been phenomenal. I am so appreciative of it.
So it's the been there, done that. They see you, you're brand new, you're a little apprehensive to join. Do you need someone that that kind of befriended you to bring you in and get you going?
Yeah, kind of steer the conversation maybe. I think always maybe a feeling of they all know so much more what's going on. They've been here before, I haven't. And for someone who has been in the business longer than many of these people here, I should have known better. I know a few things. I just
So,
needed a little more confidence.
so when that phenomena that hits you, I don't know what I don't know, hits you, can you deal with that? Do you feel embarrassed, or you say, "Hey, I got a lot of things to do. Let me write down some things I got to work on."
I don't think it embarrasses me because I'm okay with not. I always feel like I don't know much.
Oh,
Even after doing this for so long, there's just, but now it's kind of exciting. It's like there's this much more to learn. I mean,
got it.
things are going okay when I know this much. If I learn even more, they should go really good.
And how about to the point where you finally get into that network, you're into the networking group, and they ask you to share something on the next meeting? That's got
Oh,
to be a big momentous piece that, you've got, oh my God, they want to hear from me.
talk about having to do that a speech in front of women in auto care.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
was
one reason I didn't know if I wanted the award, but it was kind of fun when they start
I was
laughing.
there. I was there. I saw you I wouldn't have had a clue that you were nervous.
Oh my gosh.
But I think everybody knows this as a fact. No matter how self-confident you are, if you get a little rumble in your tummy when you get ready to get up on stage, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, how cool. Hey, thank you for sharing that. Ladies, gentlemen, um, networking, it is really one of the most key things you can do. Hey, you want to do a fortune with me?
Absolutely.
Let's do a fortune. Here's our fortune cookie of the
Okay.
day. I'm opening it up. It's my lunch, actually. Everyone knows that. So let's talk about our fortune. Here it is. The greatest of all mistakes is to do nothing because you think you can do only a little.
Like not showing up for networking.
The greatest of all mistakes is to do nothing because you think you can do only a little.
That's a good
Wow.
one.
Hey, I want to let you know that we have the 200th episode of Town Hall Academy is coming up actually on December 27th, and the title of it is My Biggest Mistake. And so that's kind of apropos to have that come out. Hey, classic episode I want to share with you all. You know, and a lot of times in early of the year, the insurance company calls you and say, "We got to go over your policy." I want to encourage you to go out and listen to episode 161 and 172. 161 was about being underinsured, and we had so much great stuff with that. We decided to do a second part, and that was what if scenarios. And of course, your great friend Kim Auernheimer was in both of those. And I'm telling you, there's so much content on the website. We have covered, you name the topic, it's out there. Don't struggle alone. Be part of the podcasting networking group, because that's how you get, even if you don't go with a group, you listen to a podcast, you watch what we're doing, you have a private networking thing happening for you. Hey, it's time to introduce Ashley McCabe. Hello, Ashley. Where is she? Let's get Ashley up here on the screen somewhere. There she is. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, how's it going?
Well, she's out there at McCabes Automotive Specialist in sunny Northwest in Seattle. Oh my God, I hear all the noise going on out there. So
It's windy today.
It's windy. So glad to see you, the Vice President of McCabes, and we're looking forward to seeing your shop tour, Ashley.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. We're really excited to show what's going on. So, yeah, well, let's get started, shall we?
Yep.
Let's see.
All right, so Ashley's going to flip her camera around, and one of the things that she's got in her email is, she says, "Love behind the wrench." I think that is just so darn cool. Maybe we'll talk about that.
Alrighty, so I've got two buildings here. This is my main building. As you can see, it's kind of like an L shape, and then we have another building over here. I actually only have one technician that takes up this entire shop, so that's kind of cool.
Wow.
So I was going to take you through the front door, but we've got a couple customers, and just to respect their privacy, I'm going to take you inside my main shop. I've got two technicians and a maintenance tech that we just hired. We're really happy to have him. So if you were a parts driver, this is where you'd enter my shop.
Okay.
I've got 3 lifts here. I've got a technician that works on, they kind of share. They've got a good sharing mechanism here. They kind of share this end bay. And then I've got another situation here. This car is getting ready to go. So yeah,
Lots of room there. Man, is there a lot of room?
Yeah, we have a lot of room in here. We're pretty fortunate to have room. We don't have a lot of ceiling clearance, but we definitely make it worth it. I've got some guys that definitely make the ceiling clearance pretty cool. We've got a little back room here. We've got lots of storage. It's kind of dark back here. There's a light, but I don't know where it's at. I don't go back here.
We have a room like that.
Right. We store all our equipment back there, and we have a specific bay just for maintenance, in and out stuff. Like our customer that's waiting in our lobby, we have a specific bay that works for those. I'll walk you over here. It has its own separate entrance and everything. This is our bay for that. That car just came out.
So that would be oil changes as an example.
Quentin is our maintenance technician. He's just started with us just a couple weeks ago. He does maintenance with oil changes. We'll do flushes, services. Really get excited to have him on our team to do lots more than just maintenance. We're excited to have him, that's for sure.
Excellent. Now, how many are you going to take us to the other place?
I was going to take you to the other building. Yeah, when you've been around for 49 years, not much changes. My dad's theory is don't fix it unless it's broken. All right, so to the other shop, I've got my master technician out here in our alignment rack. This will probably be the last time anybody sees this alignment rack. She's an oldie but goodie, but we are upgrading her at the end of the year, and we're really excited.
Wow, it's going against Dad's principles.
I know.
Ashley, did you ever think you'd be excited about an alignment rack?
Nope, I did not think that alignment rack would be something that would ever get me excited. No, that's for sure. So 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 lifts here in our alignment rack, and this is the oldie but goodie, and she won't be here much longer, thank goodness.
Do you know what you're buying?
We're not 100% sure yet. We'll probably just upgrade with the same company that we have now. So
okay.
Yeah,
and
we're not sure.
Is it okay? So you and Dad haven't made the decision yet, but you know you're doing.
I have not made the decision. I'm actually letting my service manager. It's really loud in there. I've got the heater on. It's cold. We haven't made a decision. We're gonna let the service manager kind of take care of that. But yeah, I have some mascots I'd like you guys to meet. This is probably the best part of our shop. I will show you.
Mascots.
They get the most reviews out of our shop. That people love our mascots. So I'd love to introduce you to them. They sit inside here with our service team. This is our parts return. We have a pretty organized system. Parts come in on top. They get returned underneath, and they get distributed to technicians in their cubbies.
Okay.
But let's see. What do we got here? There's one. And there's the other one. And we've got a new addition here. Right there.
Is that little Frenchie?
Yes. And she is so sweet. She's the sweetest. So I've got 2 boys and a girl here. My service manager, she brings her doggy in, and then the 2 Aussies are mine. So yeah,
and so they get the most reviews, huh?
They do. People love our greeting committee, they call them. They're even on our website. You got to earn your living.
Ashley, how long you been with the business?
I have been just under 5 years.
5 years. And your learning curve continues?
My learning curve is ever changing every single day. I swear I learn something new every single day. So I'll switch back to me. Yeah, learning something new every day. The guys are great. The team is always teaching me, that's for sure.
Well, that's great. What Jamie said about networking, was she spot on?
Oh, 100%. We are a part of several, I am a part of several networking groups. It's really important to get out there. And my dad and I really believe in, we're part of BNI and the giver's gain mentality. You don't go there to sell something. You go there to learn about other people's businesses so you can give to the small business community. And in turn, that'll just come back tenfold. We've really found that to be great.
So great. And congratulations on having your first child in February, I believe.
Thank you. Yes, we're expecting a little boy in February. My husband and I are really excited.
Good for you. Thank you so much. Hang out with us as we talk about next week. We're going to go to Schertz, Texas next week.
Ooh, I hope it's warm
And-
there.
Well, yeah, I know. We're going to go to Mark Roberts' second location. Rick, if you could put up that picture of Schertz. They just built this location, and
that's
knowing that
beautiful.
it was fresh and brand new and ground up, we wanted Mark Roberts, a great friend of the podcast, great industry guy, and we want to have we're going to get a tour of Schertz next week. And of course, Greg Buckley is with us as our guest host, and I may not even show up and let Greg do the whole darn show himself. I don't know. Amazing. Great friend, good guy. We're going to have a hoot. We're not even sure what we're going to do, but I'm sure if you missed that show, shame on you. Hey, let's do the trivia. Let's finish up with the trivia. Who is the French bicycle racer who went on to manufacture porcelain spark plugs? His name endures with today's brands of two popular plugs. We did have somebody here guess it. It was Dawn Gonzalez. And the answer, of course, is Albert Champion. Now, let me tell you about Albert Champion. It was the Albert Champion Ignition Company. Today, his name is behind those of AC Delco and Champion. Now, here's how it went. In 1907, the Albert Champion Company was manufacturing porcelain spark plugs with the name of Champion stamped on the side. Now, late in the summer of 1908, Champion met William Durant at Durant's Boston's Buick dealership. Durant, impressed with these spark plugs, persuaded Champion to move to Flint, Michigan. Durant incorporated General Motors. Of course, you know that Durant was the founder of GM, and he quickly purchased Cadillac and Oldsmobile motor companies. Now, Champion had partners who sued Albert Champion over his name. Champion finally settled out of court in 1922 and changed the name of his company to AC Spark Plug Company after his initials. To this day, both names survive, AC Delco and Champion Spark Plugs. So cool. Hey, look, great to have you all here. If you want to join our shop tour, just send me a line, carm@remarkableresults.biz or carm@aftermarketweekly.com. Love to have you here. Thank you so much. One of the most unique resources in the automotive aftermarket, and we do it live. And of course, repurpose this each and every day. You'll see this up on the website later on this afternoon that you can watch over and over again. Hey, thank you, Ashley McCabe, Jamie Carlson, and all of you
very
people
much
that are hanging out and will watch this over the course of the next year. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.